Yo, what is the crack, boys? Now, one of my favourite players in the NBA, Joel Embiid, literally just dropped another 50-piece in the span of, like, what, under 10 games? Probably, like, in the span of 8 games, like, he's done that twice. Absolutely remarkable what Joel Embiid's doing this season. And this is, like, a different kind of video because... Oh, shit, bro. Fuck, he's starting. Anyway. Yeah, I'm literally just out here. Fuck, see if you can see that view. Hold on. Yeah, mate, look at that. Oh, look at that, mate. That's beautiful. So yeah, I'm just going to talk about this shit while I'm in this area. That's where I record most of the videos you see, and if I'm not in my house. So yeah, I'm just going to talk about it right here. So obviously, Embiid had a 53-point game, 62% from the field. It was like, what, it was 12 rebounds and 3 assists. Probably had a block in there or something. Like, it's actually crazy what he's doing. This guy is one of the best players of all time. Not greatest. Do you know what I mean? Never, like, do you know what I mean? As the Sixers, we've never made it out of the second round with, this whole, process era. So, yeah, obviously you can't be like, do you know what I mean? But, like, talent-wise, skill-wise, dominant-wise, he is one of the best players of all time. Like, he is a lot better than a lot of players that are great, greater than him, by far. He's literally a 7-foot Kobe and Michael Jordan. That's literally him. And he's got the defense of a Hakeem. Absolutely crazy. He's literally, like, he's made in a fucking lab. Definitely one of the most underappreciated players in the NBA right now, simply because this whole Jokic rivalry, which, at the start, see, when it did start, I think it must have been, like, 2019, 2020, it was, like, do you know what I mean, cool little rivalry. These two, not necessarily up-and-coming centers, but, like, these two centers who are a year or two away from, their primes, where they're actually, like, both, like, competing for the best player in the world. And, that's where they are right now. Hands down. 1,000,000%, that's where they are. But it's, like, do you know what I mean? It's so annoying. Even, like, Sixers fans ourselves. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a little bitch, bro. I'm not going to... Do you know what I mean? Jokic does something great. I'm not going to be like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, that's better than Embiid. Fuck. I'm going to hate on him. Like, no. It's like, holy shit. Jokic just had a 37-point triple-double. What the fuck? That's not normal for a center. And then, yeah, boom. Like I want to make a Jokic video because sort of as this, future job is to show people how people in the NBA are doing. I definitely need to make a Jokic video because, like, to be honest, he's one of the players I watch. And obviously his whole argument, Embiid does something, comments, do you know what I mean? People that, like, go on Twitter and have notifications on and, post under stuff, like, regardless if it's Embiid or Jokic, just in general, are fucking little virgins, bro. Like, fuck, man. You can actually see their faces. Like, I'm not acting like I'm pissed off or something. But, like, do you know what I mean? You saw them. Like, fuck, man. This guy's a little loser. Like, look at the grease on, like, do you know what I mean? Like, stick on it. Like, I could go in, but... But, it's a shame, though. It's mainly just these people, like, oh... And, like, do you know what I mean? Nuggets and Sixers fans that, like, look normal. that actually look like normal human beings. It's just biasy. Like, you're not actually enjoying... Like, you're not enjoying it. You're not enjoying it. These guys... are going to retire in obviously a long time. Do you know what I mean? Like, LeBron's still playing, Steph's still playing, KD's still playing. Like, you get what I mean. These guys are not going to be around for technically a long time. So, and like it annoys me. Like, shit, man, you're literally witnessing, like, basketball history, and you're just shitting on it. You're not actually sitting there enjoying the moment. That's, like, your life's going to pass so quick. But anyway, enough with the life talk. But obviously, like, don't get me wrong, as a Sixers fan, when Embiid didn't win any of the last 2 MVPs, obviously I was pissed off. This guy was completely, like, last year, the year before, do you know what? Fair enough. Jokic was very good that season. Last season, I was like, Like, both had the narratives, both had the stats. Like, obviously, Jokic, I think he was, like, one of the best offensive players of all time that season. But I was like, it's annoying. Because Joel Embiid definitely going to retire. If he doesn't win any accolade, do you know what I mean? Obviously, he'll make All-Stars. This guy might not make an All-NBA first team, which is bullshit. Like, last season, they should have made, an exception. Jokic and Embiid had to be on the first team. Like, how do you become an MVP finalist and not make the first team? Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. He's definitely going to be... Obviously, we have no idea if he'll win a championship or, like, do you know what I mean? I'm talking about Embiid. Obviously, we don't know of Jokic. Like, both, like, technically, like, when you... I don't know. In hindsight, we should be like, wow, these guys are very good basketball players. Like, I'd bet my life savings they'll win a championship. But obviously, we can't exactly see into the future like that. But... let's say Embiid doesn't win a championship, doesn't win an MVP. It's getting, like, fucked over by, people voting. Boom. People look at his accolades, and it's like, wow.
Like, who the fuck, do you know what I mean? People in, like, 20 years, like, who's like, yeah, this Joel Embiid guy, cool. Do you know what I mean? They won't actually appreciate, like, there's a lot of NBA players in history right now that don't get much love or attention because they, like, Tracy McGrady. Like, do you know what I mean? People don't know how good Tracy McGrady was. I didn't know how good he was until, like last year. It's like these players going underappreciated and all that stuff. But while we're on it, let's talk about what Embiid's been doing this season, because he has officially joined the stacked MVP race. He always will be in it. To be honest, it's kind of going to be hard. You know, I do expect the Sixers record to pick it up. You know, by like February, we're having like a good looking record. So, you know, MVP race, especially if he keeps performing well, does not get injured, touch wood. You know, he can win MVP this season. But let's see what he's doing. So yeah, 33 points per game on 54.5% field goal. Crazy numbers from him. Leads the whole NBA in scoring. Also leads the NBA in 50-point games, which, do you know what I mean? He only scored nearly 60 like a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago. And then career highs in points per game, assists per game, and field goal percentage. Embiid's playmaking has skyrocketed. I'll hands down say Jokic's influence on centers becoming playmakers is crazy. Like, Jokic has started the center playmaking wave. Like, that will be a talk in a few years. Possibly next season, even this season. Jokic has definitely influenced centers to become more playmakers. Embiid's definitely taken that influence. Definitely looking, you know, a more passer made, picking up the ball, you know, taking it up the court, looking to actually play make and score, obviously. His playmaking's gone absolutely through the roof. Obviously, you know, he gets double, triple teamed, 4-man double teamed, quad teamed, whatever. And he make those flashy passes, those nice passes that make you go wow. Literally crazy. And 50-point games since Shaq retired, centers have 5 altogether. 5 centers have scored 50 points since Shaq retired. Embiid has scored 4. Like, that is crazy. You heard that? The fucking feds are about. Definitely one of the most dominant. I think he's the most dominant center of all time. He'll definitely retire that. Like, this guy literally cannot be guarded. Like I said earlier, a 7-foot Kobe and Michael Jordan. His presence on defense is 100% felt. Kind of like Giannis, people are very intimidated of him. And obviously, he's just such a beast in the paint. That guy can block shots. He can completely clamp down. Let alone his handles. This guy has one of the best handles for a 7-footer. Up there with Giannis. Like, literally is a guard. He's just a big guard. That's all he is. That can play amazing defense. He's got the frame and body for it. And if you just look at his last 10 games, man, like, look at those stats. Got 50-point games, 30-point games. Got that 119-point game. We'll ignore that. But look at those, like, assists, those rebounds, the blocks. Some steals as well. Like, he's one of the best all-round. Like, this is something I do say. To be a top 10 player, you have to be good all-round. You have to be elite all-round. You can't just be only good at offense. Like Steph. Steph's a good defender. I don't know, you know, this whole narrative, Steph isn't a good defender. Steph is a good defender. If you have to be in the top 10, you have to be good all-round. Which, Jokic, I guess, but his offense is just so talented that it kind of helps. Who else? I mean, Devin Booker, you could say, you could make an argument he's top 10. He's not the best defender, but he's definitely not, like, compared to the other 9 players you'd put him in the top 10 with. But those last 10 games, man, Embiid's been on an absolute tear. He's 100% in his prime. I remember, 2 years ago, his career high, when he got 45 points, I was like, wow. Wow, man, that's crazy. And I also thought, how's he only getting 4? Like, us Sixers fans knew how good he was going to be and how good he could be. Now he's finally in his prime. Been in his prime for 3 seasons now. Crazy how he got here. I remember that season after Jimmy left, he averaged like 22. If Embiid scored 25, it was like a miracle, which was crazy, man. But you got to have those setbacks as well. That was all for today's video. If you didn't like it, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you later.